Pagani Huayra is truly a masterpiece. Just look at it, wow.
Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So, in today's video, we're actually going to go to this car meet that I just found out about a few minutes ago. I just woke up and I saw it on my Instagram feed. And honestly, it's been quite a while since I've been to a car meet. So I figured I would stop by and see what cars are going to be showing up around. Of course, it's winter time, so I'm not expecting too much out of this car meet. But today it's supposed to be about 60 degrees or so. It's a little wet. As you can see, it's a little wet and gray, but you never know. It's going to be 60 degrees, so maybe people will show up. Not to mention the car meet was supposed to start at 9. It's almost 10. It's going to take me a little bit to get there. So I'm not even sure if there's going to be cars. Usually, whatever the time is, it says 9 to 11. Cars stick around until after 11, so hopefully it should be fine. But either way, I'm excited to be going to a car meet and looking at all these cars, you know, get inspiration from my build and seeing some exotics. Last time these people have hosted, there have been tons of exotics that showed up. So I'll be on my way. Once I get there, we'll get you some footage. All right, guys, we're here. I see plenty of cars, a lot of muscle cars, tuners. I have yet to see an exotic, but we're gonna go ahead and get out and see. I mean, there's a bunch of Chargers over there too. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can find some exotics. Take a look at this beautiful C7 Corvette Z06. It looks absolutely stunning in the blue, and I wonder if it's a manual. Yep, it is a stick shift. So stick shift Z06. I mean, I know C8 Z06 are all the rage right now with all the hype, but these are the last manual Z06 you can buy, and they look beautiful and make tons of power. 650 horsepower stock. That's absolutely crazy with the stick shift. Wow, this Camaro ZL1 looks pretty aggressive. I have to say the front grille on these is really menacing. It's got some carbon fiber here on the hood as well. The Camaro ZL1 front looks very aggressive. Although I don't feel strongly about the back of it. It just looks like a regular Camaro. Maybe if it had a high wing, it would be a little bit better. But yeah, now look at that. We've got two AMG wagons. They're pretty sleeper. To an untrained eye, they look like regular Mercedes wagon. But to those who are in the know, you know they're making 600 horsepower with the V8 bi-turbo engine. That is crazy. The blue on this RS6 wagon looks absolutely stunning. We've got another sleeper wagon making close to 600 horsepower. This was actually the forbidden fruit for most of us until very recently when Audi decided to bring the RS6 to the United States. And on the back, we've got an AMG GTR with a white and black theme. Also looks amazing. Alright, so we finally got some exotics here. We've got Ferrari B12. Looks absolutely stunning. It's my first time seeing one in person, so it looks very beautiful. We got Ferrari 360 that is completely blacked out. That's kind of interesting. I've never seen a blacked out Ferrari. It's got really nice tints. Rims are painted black as well. And here we've got a McLaren 570S with the doors open. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that angle on this car. It just looks beautiful. We've got another McLaren 570. I don't believe this is the S trim. I really don't like the color on this one, but I feel like Supercars should have a flashy color or blacked out. But nonetheless, it's an absolutely stunning car. The exhaust tips on this McLaren are absolutely huge. I don't know if this is an aftermarket exhaust or stock, but it looks pretty aggressive. Oh my god, is that a Pagani Huayra? Yes, it is. No wonder there's like so many crowd gather around this beautiful Pagani. Man, that thing looks beautiful. That's the first time I'm seeing it in person. Look at those quad exhaust tips. That looks absolutely phenomenal. And the tires on this thing are massive. Of course, we've got the V12 engine, 6-liter V12 borrowed from Mercedes AMG. Oh, that explains a lot. That's Savage Garage's Pagani. So maybe this meet is sponsored by them, which is why we're seeing so many exotics here. So this Pagani actually belongs to Savage Garage. They actually have a YouTube channel if you guys didn't know that, but wow, this is insane. I mean, look at this, the front of it. I see so much carbon fiber. This looks like a Batmobile. I'll be honest, this looks like a Batmobile. But in terms of carbon fiber, I mean, they've got carbon fiber everywhere on this Pagani, which is probably why it weighs only 3,000 pounds, despite looking like very huge in person. Like you would look at the car and you'd think like it weighs a lot, but it weighs only 3,000 pounds, under 3,000 pounds. The engine itself is probably very heavy to begin with. I mean, it's a V12. And yeah, the carbon fiber really helps keep the weight down, but that also helps it to go over 230 miles per hour. It's probably one of the fastest cars you can get. Even the interior on this thing is not compromised. Usually for a hypercar, the interior is compromised. Not the case for the Pagani. Here it just looks like a fighter jet ready to fly off. Man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. It's truly a work of art. Like the back end, the front end as well, like the way the hood opens and everything is beautiful. They probably didn't go for their own engine, but the Mercedes-AMG V12 engine is special. And look at that, we've got a Mustang with some sense of humor. The bumper sticker reads, "Insert crowd here," with some RTR grill. Looks pretty good. And check this out, we've got a Mustang next to a Prius. Go little rock star, you can make it. You can modify your Prius too. Look at that TRX, that's my first time seeing one in person. I don't know how I feel about the color, but overall it looks pretty aggressive. I'm partial to Raptors if I ever was to get a performance truck. And we've got a bunch of Lexus here, IS350, that are just slammed up. They look pretty aggressive. I have to say the grill has grown on me. When they first came out, I wasn't a big fan of it, but the F-Sport grill looks... Well, what do we got here? We've got tons of crowd here. It looks like a couple AMG just having a photo shoot. We've got AMG GTR and a C63S, it seems like. I mean, they do look pretty good in white. Look at that. The stance on these cars, the amazing power that AMGs make. It's a shame that they're moving to a 4-cylinder electric version, but man, we're gonna miss these AMGs. Alright, now we've got a C6 Corvette. They don't get much attention with the C7, C8s now, but I feel like they can still be had for pretty cheap and make great power. It's a very good platform to start modding, enjoying it for a weekend car. Spoiler on this Mustang looks pretty aggressive. I think it's the GT500 carbon fiber. It's one of the ones I've been eyeing. Not a huge fan of the Euro taillights, but his build is overall pretty great. He's done a great job on it. The stance looks aggressive. I'm a huge fan of these wheels as well. They look pretty good. And we've got a competition orange Mustang GT performance pack here. I think this one's got side louvers on it. I'm not a huge fan of side louvers on S550 Mustangs, but for S197 Mustang, they really pulled off, especially the earlier ones. And I think it's an MMD blacked out spoiler as well. Overall, I like the color scheme and what he's got going on. Hope you guys enjoyed this car meet footage. I had a fun time at the car meet. I think it's been a while since I was at the car meet, so it was kind of nice to get back into the things. I definitely took some inspiration for my Mustang builds, and of course it was nice to see a lot of exotic cars. Pagani was definitely my favorite one. Let me know in the comments below what part of it was your favorite. I definitely intend to bring a lot more car meet footages on my channel, so make sure you are subscribed to Red 50 for more content.